Yeah, that's another thing we're seeing, Lee, to your point, is we're seeing the idea of the lab change from the lab to everywhere, right? Meaning in process testing at the point of, let's say I'm going to add a sweetener to increase the bricks of my product as an example, testing that right there as I add it to see if I'm getting a sweetener profile after a certain amount of time of cooking, as opposed to waiting until I bring that into the lab and do some kind of flavor test or spec test or something like that, where I get more data in real time and I know if I need to make batch changes while those batches are being produced, as opposed to what we used to do when I first started was sample came into the lab, didn't exactly meet our spec, moved into add back, then we redosed that in over time into a new formulation, which is expensive, not as effective, drove up the cost of manufacturing, and now we're seeing a lot more real-time data collection in process.
The other thing I've seen as well is starting to use that data to predict failure rather than reacting to it and trying to put it right after the event. It's able to see the problems coming in advance. We're starting to see processes starting to drift and react to that and correct it before it goes out of specification, before it becomes a problem, which is a huge advantage for us.
Yeah, we're seeing that too. We're seeing a huge increase in customers wanting SPC linked to their sampling and things like that so they can do predictive analysis, not just the traditional kind of reactive sample-based hold analysis.